I'm a poet, mostly a children's poet. Only 5 of my 26 books are for adults. The rest are for children. And I've been writing a bunch of Corona poems, one a day, and hope to get up to 30 poems. And I'm at 23 right now, so it's coming along. So what I'd like to do with you guys is just show you this project and read a couple of the poems and talk a little bit about poetry. So here are the poems. At the end, I'm going to show you my website. You can download all of these for free. Go to Bagert.com and download them all for free. So the first poem I did was in the voice of a young child, and the style is for very young children. Clap along, high energy, repetition. My Corona Diploma. The world can be a germy place. We wash our hands, we wash our face. Soapy water feels so nice. We're singing happy birthday twice. And yes, we know just what to do because you love me and I love you. So when we talk and when we play, we stand at least 6 feet away. The world can be a germy place. We wash our hands, we wash our face. Soapy water feels so nice. We're singing happy birthday twice. We're very smart. We're very tough. So here I shout, enough's enough. Corona, you are such a pain. We're going to wash you down the drain. The world could be a germy place. We wash our hands, we wash our face. Soapy water feels so nice. We're singing happy birthday twice. I'm very simple, I enjoy my own work. This is one about. This one really surprised me. Of all of these poems, I think they've all had real good reach on Facebook, like about an average of about at least 10,000 a piece. But this one I think is like 40 on Facebook alone. Strange words. I never thought you'd ever hear me say, Mom, I think I'd really like to go to school today. But I said it just this morning as I sat up in my bed. Those very words were in my mouth and ringing in my head. 2 whole weeks in quarantine, 2 weeks of being lazy. 2 weeks is all it takes to make a kid Corona crazy. Morning meeting, all my friends, my teacher's frizzy hair. I never thought I'd say it, but I wish that I was there. Mom, I think I'd really like to go to school today. 11 words I never thought you'd ever hear me say. This one's about a kid who doesn't bathe at home. It's about the quarantine. This was a very popular one. It talks about missing being people it ends with. But I can do it. Yes, I can. I'll make it to the very end when we defeat this nasty bug, and then I'll give the world a hug. This is interesting. This was one of the lower end of poems in terms of reach on social media. But a teacher gave the download to all of our students and asked for which poem was their favorite. And this one was like one of the winners. The point is, when adults pick literature for children, they often pick literature that they like. When children pick literature themselves, they pick literature that the children like. And it's not the same thing, which is always a real challenge and a temptation for children's authors and children's poets. So this poem is about a girl that has a dream of fighting Corona Kong in a wrestling ring, and she ends up with saying, the whole world saw it happen. They saw it on TV. Oh yeah, Corona Kong was tough, but not as tough as me. So very empowering, lots of fun, lots of action. This is a poem that just everybody loved, lots of reach, and it's a very serious poem, and it's a poem that children will enjoy. It wouldn't be their first choice, but it's a poem that they'll enjoy. I personally like it a lot. So when I'm old and gray. The lady on the news just said this week will be real bad. I feel a tiny bit afraid, but mostly I feel sad. Baseball games and parties and people's jobs are gone. And deep inside I know that something big is going on. Because all around the world, in every single nation, sick people suffer all alone in total isolation. Someday I'll tell my grandchildren, when the future has been cast, when all unknowns have been revealed, when this present is long past, I'll tell them How in darkest night, when joy seemed almost gone, the love combined of humankind burned bright to light the dawn. It's kind of sweet. I like it a lot. But it's not the children's first choice. Screens, Math and Chocolate Cake, the Easter Bunny. This was Double was a double. Pretty soon we're all in trouble. It's about exponential growth and doubling where virus spreads. It also harkens to Shakespeare's double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble from Macbeth. This is about Mama going crazy. A love story. You can't keep your hands off your face. Your face is Romeo and Juliet, face and hands. So Santa Claus says it's going to be Christmas, a poem for my teacher. Let it go. I freaked out when I heard the news, a mini panic attack. School is closed for the rest of the year. We won't be going back. So that tuna fish sandwich I left behind, the one I left in my desk, I'm thinking that by now it must be totally grotesque. And my library book is so overdue, it's the worst of all my fears. I'll still be paying fines on it for at least 100 years. The bracelet I left in my cubby, my coat on that hook in the hall, I just can't help but wonder if they'll still be there in fall. My father said, it's a simple thing that everyone should know. All that stuff you can't control, take a breath and let it go. So that's a quick run through. You can visit my website, broadbagert.com. There's on the main menu, there's a Corona Poems button. Click on that. There'll be all the poems in the series, 23 of them so far. You can go down to the bottom and click on download. You can download them all, and please share them at will. My heart's desire would be to have these poems in the head and the heart of every child possible. So spread them far and wide and enjoy them as much as you can. Keep reading poetry. Take care of yourself, and thank you very much.